Oh, I was twitching there. Have I left? Oh, hello. Have I left ranked time? That backhand feels a bit... Campus is on the charge. No, don't grab that curb. The turning is so aggressive. The other thing I noticed, and I can't remember seeing any rule changes, but it's probably the start of the year and I've not even paid any attention, but the DRS was active the whole lap, regardless of whether you was close to another car or not. In the race on Sunday. Is that actually the case, or was that an accident, or is it a new change? What's going on there? Somebody let me know in chat. I'm doing an Antonelli. Yeah, exactly, Kevin. I couldn't. My brain would I couldn't cope with it. We've had so many years of you have to be within a second of somebody, and then there's Lewis at the front with his wing open. My brain was like, oh, what's going on in here? Oh, hello. I didn't actually see what happened there properly. I know it's right in front of me, but... Tom, the overtake mode replaces the old DRS format. I'm going to have to look at that. So, if you got a spare hand, Tom, what does that actually mean? So instead of being 1 second behind the car in front to activate DRS, you've got an overtake system which includes boost and DRS? Have I completely missed that during the start of the season? And it's not strictly an overtake if it's available to the leader. So it's a boost rather than an overtake option. Tom, check your earlier message. Okay, hang on. I think the rear wings are part of what they... These are really good. These cars. I've just not got the hang of the braking on them yet. Oh no! Oh, that was close. Wow. Let's hope you don't have another one of those. And uh-oh. It's fine. Might have to get the guys to check the floor. I think these medium tyres are just starting to pay for themselves now. Oh, you fool. Never did that on the last time ever many laps. 6 laps. Are we going to do Hungaroring with the R25 next, everybody? Love the little sort of smoke from the lockups as well now. Happy Tuesday, say Skeets. Hello Skeets, how are you? Oh! And was Le Mans everything that everybody hoped for? Well, we can mix it up, but I definitely need to do the thumbnail kart at some point, and I'd definitely like to do Hungaroring with it. Halfway through. Pure fire in Le Mans. Merry midweek to you too. It's absolutely bonkers that you can be braking from nearly 200 mile an hour at the 60 metre mark and getting stopped. I cannot. I've heard people explain it, but I can't even fathom what happens to your body when you're hitting those brakes and stopping in such a short distance. Stop making mistakes. Right, the rev lights on the in-car steering wheel are not matching the red line on the tacho. They're lighting up on the wheel too early. They're fully lit on the wheel earlier than the rev counter by the looks of it. The highlights are up, so you're allowed to spoil. I've not seen any of it. I saw the extended highlights of the Formula 1. And that's about it. Oh, and I watched the UFC highlights as well. Which was really good. If you're into that sort of thing. Not everybody is, I understand that. Oh, stop doing a key, mate. Oh, we're having little glitches. I think I've left ranking on. Can somebody check that for us? And again, see that little micro stutter? That's the hallmarks of ranked racing being switched on. You know what's really weird? I can't remember anything to do with Max Verstappen from the weekend. Why is that? Why can I not think of anything to do with Max? Whoa, hello. There goes that curbage again. Ow. Did I just gift a place to Video Gamer Guy again? How are you chatting in YouTube chat, Video Gamer Guy, if you're ahead of me? Oh, I've just let Cat and Hamburger through as well. See how generous you can be as a host. And you've got evidence of it as well for the world to see. Double shifted again. So if I was doing this in a championship race, I would definitely have to be messing about with the brake bias as the lap went on. I'd have to move it forwards and backwards according to which bit of the circuit I was on. Lonely race of type to type. I'm sparking all the way around that corner. Well, with my force feedback setup and the way my rig's set up, this feels kind of how I expect the car to drive in real life. Apart from the way it grabs the curb sometimes, but if you're driving it properly. The fact that you're braking at the right point and slowing down without too often locking up. I'm lifting too much for the last corner. So I'm definitely braking around the 60-65 metre mark. I think I can probably go a little bit deeper, or I'd really be pushing it. That short shift helped. We nearly recovered a position. Oh, we got another lap. We got half a chance of getting 6th there. Although it's Cat. In fact, I was in the lobby with Cat last night here, but in the other cars. Oh, a big snap. Nearly had a Leclerc then.
You can't park there, Dave.
Oh, Cat! I saw the soft tyres and I thought I can definitely brake in the same place as him. Oh, we both overshot. Oh, big wobble. Quick. And then this happened. Front left was utterly decimated. I like the new info banner. That gets a great big tick. In the tacho rev counter information, you've got new brakes and accelerator info. I'd like to see force feedback information bar in there as well, so you can check whether you're clipping or not. Holy mother of lag spikes, spiking all race, 170 off. Yeah, ranked was on. We're gonna yeah, we'll do a new lobby. I'll turn the ranking off because it's causing loads of issues for lots of different people. Cat had terrible flat spots, couldn't turn or brake. Yeah, I thought you were struggling when I tapped the back of you, but then when we got down to the hairpin and you came shooting down the inside, I thought, if he makes this... Nearly died twice. Yeah, we'll do a new one and get rid of it. Hampus, it's to do with the ranking was on. So come out of this. Set up the new lobby. Don't know what I want to do now. There's some other cars that have been changed. Physics have been updated to the Stock Car Brazil, Stock Car USA, Sprint Race, Formula Junior, Formula Vintages, BMW M1. Shall we do the BMW M1 Pro? What a contrast that'll be. I can never find it in the list. Why can I never find it? There it is, M1 Pro. And we'll do it at Spielberg Historic. No, we'll do it at Mosport this time. We haven't. Can't remember the last time we did these at Mosport. Right. Rules and penalties. Multiplayer off. That will fix all the lags and the hiccups, everybody. Host settings. At Sim Racers. Ooh. Arms Pub 2. Sorry about that, everybody, if you was affected by the ranking. If you're not happy that you was affected by the ranked stutters and lag, please go onto the Riser forum and let them know that you're not happy and you want something changing. Do they have a pink one? I don't think so, but we can look. They're kind of pinkish. There, the Maxwell one. Yeah, if you squint your eyes, it's kind of pink, like a dark pink. Hampus R25. We'll do that next. We'll do the R25 at Hungaroring. So apparently this has now got the version 1.7 physics revisions. So I listed them before, I'll list them again. Stock Car Brazil, Stock Car USA, All Gens, Sprint Race, Formula Junior, Formula Vintages, all of them, BMW M1 Procar, Hypercars, Supercars, Caterhams. And there's already some existing cars that have got them. I think the Formula USA's have got them. The Indy cars. M1 has updated tyres as well. It's not on the list. It says further minor trade adjustments for Formula Retro Gen 3, Formula Classic Gen 1, Formula Edge, Formula V10s, Formula V8 Gen 3, Formula Hybrid Gen 1. Formula V's have been updated from road radials to semi-slick tyres as per the new 20. Oh, we could give them a go at somewhere like Oulton Park, Foster's. I can't see any tyre updates for this car. I'm just scanning through quick. 12 lap qualifying format for the Formula High-Tech Gen 2, Formula Edge, Formula V10 Gen 1 and 2 presets. Quite a lot in this update. We need to do a wet race. Puddles are back, says video. Okie doke, we'll try that. What car should we try that wet tracking? Added periscope exhaust heat haze effects based on engine RPM for Formula V8 Gen 1 and 2, Formula V10 Gen 2 and 3. Removed the driver suit colour from the cockpit point of view on all driver types. Didn't even know that was a thing. Added parallax occlusion mapping for the tyre shaders, and that's why it's affected by the motion blur. Added 2K safety car model to Formula V10 Gen 2 and 3, Formula V8 Gen 1, 2, 3 classes. Reduced visible exhaust backfiring in Formula V10s and Formula V8s. Updated the cockpit front tyres, Formula V10 Gen 3, Formula V8 Gen 1 and 2, Renault R25 26. What else of interest? Load. I've been so busy. There's so many things that have been updated and tweaked and changed. Here we go. Audio. Improved traction control audio effect logic fixes engine volume dropping for some Formula cars. Improved logic for dynamic ambient and crowd sounds. I thought I noticed a change in the way the crowd is populated in the background. Noticed it at weren't Spielberg, Hockenheim. Improved chase cam traction control sound logic. Updated internal engine sound for BMW M6 GT3, BMW M4 GT3. Added air horn sounds to the 2001 layout of Barcelona GP, Hockenheim, Imola, Silverstone and Spielberg 2005 layouts. Oh, sorry, and 2005 layouts of Monza and Spa. We're going to have some of those blowing down our ears. Hi Joseph, how are you? Cat says Formula V is quite good now. King Kodiak, I don't get on with this. You might do now, King Kodiak, with the updates it's had. I have not driven this with the new physics, so this will be a first for me as well, everybody. Formula V in the rain. Now, I want to test the Formula V on the slicks in the drive, and we'll try something else, something else in the rain, something like GT3, something that we're all familiar with. If you notice the crowd, you need to focus more on the track. I've been for what? Why is it fixed setups now? I mean, it's not the end of the world, but I didn't change it to fixed setups. Steering wheel looks a little bit low res. It's not round, is it? Look, see the sharp edges. Let's just come back a little bit. Laughing Gravy is in the house. Hello. Hold tight, everybody. Right, feels heavier on the nose. And we need to get the tyres warmed up. Yeah, no worries, Kevin. It's all a lot to take in on that update. Right, cold tyres feel very sketch. Big setups won't stop crying. Yeah, they'll stop me. Caterham then. Caterham in the wet somewhere. Yeah, because it's quite a light car, so that should be heavily affected by puddles. I must admit, when they had puddles before, the aquaplaning was quite impressive. You know what, I don't know whether I like this. I need the tyres to hurry up and warm up. Laughing Gravy, there is a bug on the fixed setups thing now. It's moved to the rules and penalties. Oh, okay. Well, the only thing I changed, all I did was turn the ranking off, because it was causing major lag and stutters and micro stutters and all sorts of issues. Oh, that feels a bit hard. Might have to try and get used to it, I suppose. I thought I didn't need more Formula Ones, but these are really good in my eyes. The audio in these are really I can't speak, really inside the helmet. Excellent. Can't wait for the Lister Storm and the Ferrari little Easter egg at the end of the dev update. Been reported, yeah, I reported a few things to Riser over the weekend. I was going to do a video, but I had that blurred tyre issue, and it took me absolutely ages to find the fix for it. And then whilst I was chatting to some of the community on Discord, my brain suddenly went, it's motion blur. Literally my brain went, it's motion blur. So then I thought, hang on a minute, have I got it turned on? And I tend to have motion blur turned on for when I'm doing thumbnails and stuff. You had to select fixed setups to allow setup editing. Okay. It was fine on the first race in the Formula One. The tipping point on this car into an oversteer is very extreme all of a sudden. It was lovely and progressive before the update. And these cars are really well balanced. If you look at the weight distribution and everything, and if you watch any old footage, they're very kind of balanced and progressive in their sliding. And this is fixed default. It's not as understeery as it used to be in default. But that tip there into oversteer is a little bit vague compared to what it used to be. Yeah, you were lucky, Kevin. Well, that's why I messaged you. I sat down, I saw the update, but I was busy. And I thought, well, when I get in the rig later, I'll just I might do a quick video on it. Because I've been driving those cars in the beta, and I was quite impressed with them in the beta, closed beta. And of course, I've loaded it up. And I'm like, hang on a minute. What have they done to the wheels and tyres? They've broken it. Uh-oh. Nothing changes. Brand new to everybody. This physics in this car, and Hampus and Cryx are immediately 1 second ahead of everybody. Woo! Dropped another short on the channel this afternoon. I'd already got one prepared, but I wasn't happy with it, and then I very, very quickly did a new one, and then I was a little bit late getting it all sorted and uploaded. If you happen to see any shorts of mine come through your feed, give them a quick watch. Let it run a few times. The latest one will barely chew up any of your time if you let it run. It's only about 16 seconds long. I thought I'd test a really short one and hope that it loops. Well, we were 2 or 3 tenths up, and then we've overcooked the tyres. Critical Mass can't drive this car now. It's really tricky, especially once you start heating the tyres up. One issue you're having is getting your trap pack to activate, I'm sure. Oh. Bear with. Something not quite right with this car, with the new physics. I can't quite put my finger on it. It's very similar actually to the Formula One car we just drove. there's quite a lack of detail on the rear axle, and you have to wait a few laps to dial yourself in on it. So he's tipping in, under braking, but it does it in like a very abrupt and sharp manner. Not going to rescue that on the tyre temps. Race number 2, everybody. I forgot to press my button. Thank you for all the likes, everybody, if you haven't already. The R28 is a good one. So I think what we'll do is we'll drop to the R25, then do the GT3s in the rain, but I need to start another lobby so we can get rid of the fixed setups. You'd think it feels a lot better. How strange. How we've not all feeling it different. My suggestion wheel is not a suggesting. I need setups to test. It's funny how some of us, I wouldn't describe it as awful. It's a bit weird. It doesn't feel, I mean, it was slidey before, but you still felt planted, whereas at the moment it's just like this weird light snap effect on the rear. It's made the car very, very challenging, but we definitely need the setup ability to, because I change quite a lot on my setups. It feels less planty but more predictable. Well, there again we have clear information that Crikes is definitely wired differently to the rest of us. I need a shave. Look at the state of me as well. The missus will be moaning. The rear feels floaty, but might be the default setup. Yeah, it could be. Critical mass, prefer the old way. Well, this will be interesting, yeah. It's scary though, because you need to move weight to the front to rotate. But it feels like you can't, it can go at any moment. Yeah, absolutely. It is so weird how different people are feeling different things. And it's so weird that I can't get used to this seat yet. Cat, the rear feels floaty, but it might be default. I've read that already. Hampus, are you relying on rotation on the brakes? Trailing deep? Question mark. Diogo, how are you? You'll need to go with the BMW M3 GT, M3 GTR 2005. That's a great one of my favourites at the moment in this game. Yeah. Now, is just the new stuff free to use, or is everything free to use in the game? Can't wait to spin in the race after I said that. Ready up, video game guy. Ready up, ready up, ready up. Oh, we're closing really quick. There's something looser on the front as well. I can't quite pin down where it is. Probably just tyre temps at the moment, but the steering feels a bit lighter around the centre. It weren't massively heavy before. Oh, hello, there's that rear end doing its own thing. Mega understeer. Yeah, DLC, but I think at the moment everything in the game is free to use, isn't it? That's what they normally do. They normally give you like a few days after an update where everything's free, not just the new stuff. There's like some friction around the centre of steering missing compared to before, and definitely the back end doing its twitchiness, which is a bit odd. Don't get me wrong, it's not a million miles away from where it was, it's just lack of feeling now. Yeah, both the new cars were free. They weren't gonna be, but I think the licensing issues they had around McLaren and stuff like that, I think that's what the decision was, to make it these cars free as a compensation sort of thing. Well, me and a few of the other regulars are Paddock Club members, so we paid a lump sum up front so that we had access to everything whenever it was released, and access to the closed beta. So that's the problem. I wish there was a way of telling easier if the content was still free for everybody to drive, or whether it had been updated and closed off. But I don't think there's been an update in the last day or two to close it off. Oh my word, it's sketchy through there. It's because I'm dabbing the brake at the top of the hill, and it's a really bad thing to do. Upsetting the car just as it's going light, and then I'm drifting all the way down into the braking zone. The track packs, yeah. Like this car in pass, I'll try it later. Yeah, I mean, it's very subtle, Kevin, but the rear end is braking loose, similar to what it did before, but in a more aggressive way and snappier way. And there's less information letting you know what's happening. You've got to be really quick to catch it. Kevin, are you still on Daniel Cart's custom force feedback? That was better. The latest one. Yeah, I couldn't get on with that. I've gone back to the V70. And if the truth be known, I didn't spend enough time with the latest one, tweaking. And I've got a couple of custom codes of info in this one. Oh, see there, it tips and it goes, the rear end does. Half the race still to go. Mega understeer there. Yeah, I get it. Half a second quicker on that lap. Oh, that back end scares the life out of you. You know that you've only got to turn a tiny bit too much and the back end's just going to swap on you. Woo! Video gamer guys going deep. Hello. What's going on there? Again, the way this car's driving for me and my setup, in a longer race or a championship race or a proper community race, I'd have to play about with the brake bias throughout the lap. I'd be tweaking it forwards and backwards depending on the corner. Slow corner, fast corner. I didn't feel the need to do that before, once it was set up. Thank you for all the likes, everybody. To compensate, I'm having to aggressively shift down earlier than I normally would. Uh-oh. Woo! 4 minutes to go. Right, now I'm understanding the rear axle. It's starting to grow on me a little bit. I'd still prefer it not to quite be so vague on the rear axle once you're in a slide. Concentrating. My hay fever's been terrible the last 4 or 5 days as well. It's affecting my eyes more than anything, really kind of gritty and itchy and a little bit of blurriness as well occasionally. Scorpions in the house, hello. Yeah, I'd probably soften it, to be honest, just to make it a little bit more grippy. Oh, video gamer guy. You've got to kind of be on high alert with the rear axle at the moment. We'll start a new lobby after this, and we'll go to the R25 at Hungaroring, and we'll get rid of the fixed setups. Actually, thinking about it, the force feedback over the bumps and the contours of the racetrack feel a little bit brighter. It's almost like the tyre walls have been stiffened. I wonder if that's what's making it a little bit more, less detail in the rear axle. I am actually sweating now. I've got sweat running under my arms. Not that you need to know, but I'm going to share. And down my calf muscles from the back of my knee. A little bit left foot braking just after the apex there. Really soft control braking there, because that back end, as you just saw, wants to really swing out. So he tiptoe around the grass. Well, we held the gap to Crikes at 7 seconds for most of that race, but we've just dropped yet another 2 seconds. So Crikes has found the nitrous button. Oh, stop it! Literally from nowhere. It was just like it was collapsing the bump stops or something, and it just kind of dropped it. Very strange after being quite good round that corner for the rest of the lap. Oof. Right, it's the first time I've enjoyed driving Mosport. I love it because of how fast and flowing it is. Really good track. I think this game needs proximity voice chat like iRacing. It's got it. You have to turn it on though, Diogo. You've got a spotter, in-game spotter, that tells you if you're close to somebody. On the outside. Hateful car. Never want to touch anything again. Yeah, the bushings in the rear need replacing. Yeah, a little bit like the old rubber bushings on the old Ford Cortinas when they used to go, the body used to swing over the axle. There's a bit of that going on. It's something not quite right. Oh, I see what you mean. To talk to each other on the race. Yeah. I'm with you. Sorry, I misunderstood. I'd look to the back marker hampers. Absolutely. Not rage quitting at this point. No. You know what the regs are at the Sim Racers Arms? No rage quitting for any reason whatsoever. I'm going to have to move that over there. I bet I can drop that. That'll make that go bang if I drop that. Yeah, you are right, Yoga. I need to try your setups, or it's definitely worse. Yeah. I'm going to restart the lobby. Sorry, everybody. We'll do it again. Rather warm. You know, I've got a little spot just on the inside of your nose there. Too much information, I know, but I'm in the sharing mode. Right, shall we try all that again? Right. Create multiplayer, select the car. We're going to go to the... I forgot which one I'm going to. Which one am I going to, everybody? Not that one. There we go. R25. I'm going to go to Hungaroring. All of them, drive through there. Full course yellow, no. Force default set, what? No, we're not having none of that. I think everything else can stay the same, but we're going to go back up to max grid because we like the chaos. Qualifying rules, 1 lap limit included in... Huh? Okay, what ifs? No. Oh no, it's going to change. Look, see what? It changed. It's gone to custom event away from the multiplayer event that I was just setting up. So now we got to check all of this again. Wonder why it bugs out like that. Right, limited setup. Off. Multiplayer rating. Off. Save. Realism. Double check this. Play Ghost Authentic. Sorry, gang. Bear with. Oh, it won't even let me scroll back up now. Something janky's going on here. Disable them. Host name. Pub 3. Right, I think we're all done. I've seen everyone talking well about those new Formula 1 cars. That Renault is my favourite F1. It drives really well. Drives really well. It's got traction control, but I'm not keen on traction control. Lobby's up, everybody. Don't like having spotters, says Crikes. Yeah, I don't mind it where they use them in real life, like the ovals and stuff like that. I find it useful there. Diogo, we've got a Discord channel. We used to jump in there and chat, and people used to take great enjoyment talking down my ear, knowing I was live streaming and calling me names and trying to put me off. Link in the description down below if you want to have a quick look at that. You're more than welcome. R25 at Hungaroring. There's a new Benz safety car. There is. Three lobbies in 3 races. It must be a new record. It's close. I think we've done. I think we've done 4 in 4, haven't we? At one point when I was having technical issues. The bracket B and bracket M mean on the other Formula cars in this class, I don't know. I have literally no idea. I'm sticking with the thumbnail car for now. You'll go with the BAR Honda, obvious reasons. Right, let's get this up and running. Let's have a quick read through some more of the changes that have come. For the tracks, they corrected the start-finish timing line to match the visual checkered road line for Imola 2001 and 2005, Spielberg modern layouts, Monza modern layouts, Nürburgring modern layouts, Le Mans 24-hour and Bugatti. I didn't even know they were out. The only one I knew that was out that they fixed last year was Road Atlanta. Update baseline grip levels and range for all tracks without custom range. What did I say earlier? The base grip at Barcelona? That's why I kept turning and gripping jumping on the curb. All Barcelona GP layouts now share the same grip range. It just shows what you can feel. Adjusted grip ranges for Spa, Imola, Hockenheim, Montreal. Le Mans adjust grip ranges on and off the racing line. Oh, sounds interesting. Revised road noise for Azure, Hockenheim historic layouts. Nürburgring added a barrier to prevent a timing exploit in the 24-hour layouts. Kyalami fixed excess vertical shaking for TV camera at turn whatever it was. They've been very, very busy. Very busy indeed. And they've immediately got back on it as well. So, yeah, I'm looking forward. Don't get me wrong, I love these new cars, the content. Right. We got to fix setups again. You saw me change it. I know, critical mass. The barrier is cheesing people off because it is a legit opening in real life. Ah, okay. Ayush, hello. New update problem. Yeah, there's a couple of little bugs in here. So does anybody know if the fixed setup in the lobby is the opposite to what you think it is? Because I didn't have a problem when we did the first race in the modern Formula 1 cars. Too bad they couldn't figure out another way to sort the exploit. Yeah, it is a bit. There must be, unless that barrier thing is a temporary fix and they're going to sort it with another way later. Crikes, all these HUD changes and you still can't change the position of the chat box. Yeah, I need to move it because like now it's blocking the tyre information. I can't really move the tyre information up much more because it's going to crash into the leaderboard stuff. Oh, you know the last time I drove Hungaroring? About 3 years ago in Assetto Corsa Competizione. That's why I can't remember where I'm supposed to be accelerating or slowing down. I think I'm without traction control at the moment. Feels right. Cold tyres, everybody, cold tyres. Uh-oh. Right on the mucky stuff. Oh, it's a good car. I need to remember how to drive the track though. Oh, it's better than my previous attempt at that chicane. Holy moly. No, you go quick round that one, Matt. And that one. I need somebody to follow, and we've got private Qualy, so that's not going to work. Might have to put traction control on just to calm the rear axle down. It says it right on cue. Anyway. Thank you, King Kodiak. Have a great rest of your day. Yes, I hate this track in Formula 1 games, but it's lovely. No, it is actually. It's all right. There's apart from that one chicane, there's nothing really that upsets the flow of it, other than a bad driver like me. I only drove this track twice in beta, and that was just testing something, and the last time I drove it in anger at speed was, like I say, about 3 years ago in Assetto Corsa Competizione. That was a bit better. That was awful. You can really steer it on the throttle as well. Oh, famous last words. Commentator curse myself there. It's taking me way too long to settle into this track. Oh, absolutely useless. Thank you for all the likes, everybody. If you haven't already, please consider smashing the like button. The more likes we get, the quicker I get used to a new track. Oh, that curve threw me. Ah, stop it. Stop it. Stop it, stop it, stop it. I'm getting mad with myself. Absolute bag of rubbish. Why we didn't crash it, I don't know. Just want to be a bit more ragged and push it a little bit more. Oh, we lost about a second and a half through that corner on its own. Feels so different in this game. Once you get it, feels like Long Beach and Humour. Yeah. Just taking me a bit too much time to settle into this track. It's been a long time since I've driven it quickly. Right, because went back to the garage to get new tyres for the last lap, and the drive button is greyed out a whole minute. So now I don't have any time. Oh, man. Right, does anybody know out there what setting I'm supposed to put the fixed setups on? Have I got to turn it off or turn it on, or have I got to do something else? Because we're going for lobby number 4 in a minute. Arthie's acting up again, braking hard. It feels risky each time. Have you did you move your seat at all, Hampus? And have you drank plenty of fluids today? Keep running in gravel because they were never there when I drove the track in other. Yeah, tell me about it. There's a couple of sections I keep forgetting where I am. The car feels like a hovercraft. It's the most planted car we've driven so far for me, Crikes. You didn't really, but it's quite close already. You might have to go back a little bit then, Hampus. Like, it doesn't feel like the tyres are touching the ground for you. It's so weird, you know, how you feel that, and I feel it's the most planted car in the game so far. Right, watch the time, everybody. Ready up. I'm right in the danger zone. Christian, me, Skabob, video gamer guy, and Nordschleifnass. We're right in the danger zone. In one of my shorts where I'm not wearing this t-shirt and my beard's not quite this long, somebody commented that they didn't know Zach Brain did sim racing. And I don't think it was one of the regulars. I might be wrong. I need to check it again. I did respond. Right, ready up, ready up, ready up. Not long to go. I was daydreaming because I was looking at the tyres and wheels on the car in front, because it looked like they were jacked up in the air and they weren't touching the ground. Oh, he won't let me back. Mega understeer, big crash. Wow, that curb is so aggressive. It literally threw the car. Oh, just avoided critical mass then. And that curb, wow. Concentrated. Uh-oh. Oh. Silly little lockups. Oh, stay off them curves. Whoa, big snap. Taking a lot of concentration. Get round. Oh, here we go again. Oh, them curves. Tried to rip the wheel out of my hands. I used to struggle with that corner in a set of course competition only. It's a good car. I'm just too slow. I didn't expect that. It's so quick. Oh, massive lock-ups. Concentrating. Yeah, join in, definitely. So we're going to try the Formula V's on slick tyres at Oulton Park, and then we're going to do GT3s in the rain somewhere. I don't think we touched, but it was absolutely wafer thin gap. Ow. Oh, now we've got to drive through. No idea where the pit lane is, I can't remember. It's somewhere around here, isn't it? Man! We were doing so well until we wasn't. He's a screamer. Oh, I keep missing that turn. Ow. That previous right-hander, you have to kind of be off the brakes because just at the apex the tarmac drops away from you. Oh, that curb is horrible. Proper sawtooth curb. So vicious and horrible. just there. Why do I have memories of that corner just before the pit entrance? Something happened in Formula 1 with Schumacher, wasn't it? Did his wheel fall off or did he break that? Something happened. Or is it, I've got this really vague memory of something happening at that particular corner that was quite pivotal back in the day. Or am I imagining it? Somebody out there with more knowledge than me will remember precisely what happened. I know George Russell fell off the track here behind the safety car on a restart a few years back. That was better at last. Hampus is romping away with the lead. Uncharacteristically, Crikes is 8 or 9 seconds back. Great car, great track. I'm just so rusty at this track. Oh, we got our rhythm wrong. Oh, there's a few penalties ahead of us. Are we close enough to take advantage of those penalties? In what way does it sound weird? It sounds very different in the car and outside the car. Whoa, well done, Hampus, Crikes, Beamer, Joseph, Skibob, Critical Mass, Paul, some weirdo in 9th. Oh dear, who's put me on my lid? Timmy Turbo and myself misunderstood each other. That's. Are you practicing to be a politician at all? This combo was great fun. Just couldn't drive properly on the brakes. Crikes was keeping a gap, but had a collision with a back marker. Timmy Turbo said sorry. Slightly distorted. Something is doubled and sometimes echoed like I'm just watching the stream. Hello. Let me just check. Just watching the stream. Really quickly. It's kind of how it sounds in my headset, if I'm completely honest. But I will have a listen afterwards, make sure I haven't got an extra bit of audio running. Let me just double check quickly now. Potentially. Let me just... Oh, I think I know where it might be. Let me just check something quick and then we'll move on. Source... it could be that one. If I remove it from there... Let me know if that's any better. Right, we're doing a new lobby, by the way. You wasn't there? Then you was. Yeah, it does that to you. It's not all the time, mate. It comes and goes. Oh, okay. The in-game car audio is a bit odd. A bit disappointing in cockpit. Good sounds outside, though. Yeah. Track limits on generally is terrible. Yeah. Right. Right, let's try again. I'm going to try the opposite. I'm going to turn it on this time. Right, it used to be in there, didn't it? Or did it? I can't remember where it used to be. I haven't left it in and it's conflicting, has it? Just can't see it there. Not there. It's definitely there. Force default. No. Off. Save. 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 I really mean save. Let me change that and double check it again. Add sim racers. Arms. Pub 4. Pub 4, everybody. I think this is the new record. Definitely off. It was a bit like that before. Right, we're changing it to the Formula V. If anybody can point me in the right direction of the Formula V. I would have thought it was right at the end. There we go. Gen 1, Gen 2. Why is it not showing slicks? And we're going to go Oulton Park. Clusters. Sorry, gang. In fact, shall we do that so we can have some real carnage? Right, let's go back and check. It's still off. Right, you're all my witnesses. It's off. Look, limited setups is off. New lobby's up, everybody. Why have they moved it? It needs to stay here so you can change it. I don't mind fixed setup. It saves the headache. Yeah, I kind of agree, but I need to test a few things. And I need to change the setup on it so I can test it. Galax, did anybody watch the World Cup match? No. Thank you, Video Gamer Guy. Welcome to the stream, everybody. We are in the updated version of Automobilista 2. If you have any issues with this version and you're not happy, let us know in chat what it is. But also, you can roll back through Steam. If you click on, right mouse click on Automobilista 2, and I think it's properties, and then in there you can roll back the version to the previous version. You must remember it's the shorter version. Yeah, we'll all be having a massive pile up at the hairpin. So yeah, if you've got any issues in this version of Automobilista 2, let us know in the chat and we'll see if we can help, or we'll start reporting it to Riser. Also, if you're getting a weird blurred wheel tyre effect, go into options, gameplay, and within there you can turn off the motion blur, and that'll fix the tyre blurriness. And so far we've been battling with default setups staying on, even though we keep asking it to leave the setups open. Don't think you've ever driven this version, says Crikes. Yeah, if you're on autopilot like I often am, I forget that the hairpin is at the bottom of the hill and it's a really tight one. I think I did it in one of my 3-lap challenges in the Corvette C3, which was a balmy thing to get around the hairpin back in that day. It'd be easier now. Galax, I watched almost all, but only when US ARD or ZDF bring it live. Oh, excuse. Because I don't want to pay €11 to watch it on Magenta. Critical Mass. Well, remember, it's the hairpin halfway down the straight. Yeah. Oh, we'll all go steaming past it and crash into the barriers, don't worry. There's a lot to like in this update, everybody. I'm not sure I'm going to enjoy this Formula V, but we'll soon find out. I have issues with the... Oh, it's got the corporate colours there. We're definitely having that one. I've had I have personal issues with the way it handles. Oop, didn't want to do that. It's got the halo because it's the Gen 2, but we're supposed to have access to different tyres, I think. Right, let's get this show on the road. You was reiterating. That's alright, it still won't work. Need a human pit stop in a minute. We're on race number 4, new race. And then we need a suggestion for GT3s in the rain. What track should we do? Anybody got any suggestions? We're going to do GT3 Gen 1s in the rain at a track of your request. Shall we? Actually, no. We'll do it at Brands Hatch and we'll have the rain on. Oh, Video Game Guy. Yeah, Caterham, sorry. No, I was thinking Brands Hatch because down Paddock Hill we'll see if the puddle forms. Brands Hatch. Paddock Hill. Perfect place to see the water filling up. Good luck, everybody. Oh, we got setups, everybody. It worked. Not there's much to set up on this car. At least I can change the brakes. Don't be shy out there in YouTube land. Say hi in chat. Hang on. I thought they were on different tyres. Or are these the different tyres? Let's have a look. Semi-slick. All-weather semi-slick. So are these classed as semi-slick, are they? Oh, they're like track tyres, aren't they? This car is pretty much based on a VW Beetle. Got the VW Beetle front cross member and suspension, and a VW Beetle rear end. Right. Cold tyres, everybody, cold tyres. Okay. Definitely changes the way the car drives on these tyres. We've got to turn right here somewhere. I think it's got enough power to get up the hill. Critical mass. Yeah, we like to be contrasty. It's the true test of the driver skill. If you can go from the R25 to these and still be successful, it shows you the true calibre of driving that you've got. Thank you for all the likes, everybody. You're very generous indeed. Welcome to the stream. So, apart from Le Mans and Barcelona, is there anything else that I missed over the weekend that I need to watch? Mev, hello, how are you? Oh, yeah, there you go. That's the Formula V I remember, and I think I've still got my traction control on. Yeah, I did. Riser can do as many updates as they want. It still doesn't stop arsehole ramming in public lobbies. Yeah. You know what we need to try? We need to try kicking somebody in case they've done a sneaky update and the kick now works. We'll try that in a bit. Somebody needs to volunteer to be kicked so I can test it. Right. Apart from that silly manoeuvre that I just did, and that one, right, you must remember that this car is so heavy over the rear that if you upset it under braking around a corner, it wants to pirouette on you. Hampus, I'm guessing AJ Croft is not somebody in the chat. We had 2 collisions at Catalonia. Both incidents, you had no ill intent, but don't let leader by slowing down on the exit of the corner. AJ Crawfish normally all right. He's driven quite a few times with us over the years. He's had a little bit of a a bit of leave. He's had a lot of experience in Automobilista 2 as well. Right, come on, Matt. Oh, I see what you mean. I'm surprised. That's not a name I'd expect you to call out. What car is that? This is the Formula V. Originally a South American formula, but it made its way over to the UK quite a few years ago, and it's still raced today in the UK. And it's all based on the VW Beetle. That's why you got them weird suspension struts sticking up at the front. The front cross member and suspension unit straight out of an old VW Beetle. Looks fun. Yeah, it's just got this kind of wibble wobble to it because of the suspension. But this this Model 2 or Gen 2 version has got the halo, and it's got sticky track tyres, where it used to run on radial road tyres before the update. And it's to reflect the new 2026 regs. And it does feel lots better with these tyres compared to the others. I like these type of cars from the point of view they're not overly fast, so you tend to have closer racing. Scrubbed off way too much speed. Gotta get up the hill now. These are free in the game, but people tended to avoid them because they got quite a unique characteristic to them because of the way they transfer the weight. But with these tyres, they make them definitely more drivable. Crikes is finding the groove in them. Seba, hello, how are you? Welcome along. I keep getting that. I'm going to grow my hair a little bit longer, and I'm going to slick it back, and then I'm going to show you my collection of American race cars. Then you'll think I am the real Zach Brown. You're about the third or fourth person to say that in the last year or so. I'll take it as a compliment, because I quite like Zach. Definitely losing time around that corner. Crikes is doing his usual. Look these up on YouTube. There's plenty of videos out there on them. They have quite good racing. Obviously no traction control, no ABS in these cars. If you're on a wheel and pedals, please turn off the assist. Seba, this, no, it's a little tiny Formula V. It's gets all its running gear, all its suspension and engine and everything from the old VW Beetle. I'll show you an external shot of the car in a minute. Oh, we just managed to get up to 4. Thank you, Galax. Have a great rest of your day. Thank you for joining us, buddy. Enjoy the football if that's what you're going off to see. Crikes is absolutely flying again. I did manage to squeeze a bit closer, but I know I'm doing okay when I'm between 1 and 2 seconds behind Crikes. I know I'm kind of on form, or on my particular form. I am quicker when I'm not live streaming as well. live streaming takes about 7/10 out of me. Crikes, this car has got a mind of its own. When you get upside down. What are you doing upside down, Crikes? See, but no worries. Yeah, video game guy. Try not being upside down. I'm kind of getting used to this seat now. It's a lot narrower than the old one. Feels nice and sturdy. I've got no panic of disappearing backwards. Although that would have made good YouTube content, wouldn't it? During a live stream, I disappear backwards because the back collapses. I just think I need to find a little lumbar support, but nothing too thick. I crashed and it just started bouncing around. 3 o'clock German time. I can watch the next game. Wait, what, 3 o'clock in the morning? Because of the time difference. I'm going to have to put the other fan on. Too hot. What temperature are we at now? I've got 2 windows open, the big door open, 3 fans on, my seat fan on, and it's still 24.5 degrees. Sorry, 26.5. Yeah, 26.5 degrees. Right, good luck, everybody. Hamburger. Upside down and pole Crikes. Yeah, it sounds like typical Crikes, doesn't it? Amy reason. Can't type. Who's Amy in T Critical Mass? Star Fox was such a tough game. Yeah, I didn't play it very much. I did enjoy it, but it was in that it came out at that time of life where I just didn't have enough time to spend on it. Brother-in-law played it a lot. The very original one. USA, Canada, and Mexico is the answer to Crikes' question. Thank you, Galax. I definitely need a human pit stop after this one, everybody. Race number 4, everybody. Formula V Gen 2 at Oulton Park Island with the very tricky hairpin. In fact, when the touring cars were there last weekend or the weekend before, they did this version of the track. Congratulations to Lewis for his win in Ferrari. You could see just how much it meant to him. Galax is on about a game called Star Fox, a SNES game from the 1990s. Right, ready up, everybody. Crikes is going to hopefully pull over safely and let everybody through and then go from the back. Ready up, ready up, ready up, ready up, ready up. That's the one, Galax. We got a blinding start. We know we haven't got enough pace, especially when we see bikes in our mirrors. Our cat has gone super defensive, and why not? Try and keep it under control while the tyres are a bit chilly. Slipstream will be pretty impressive up over Hilltop, I would imagine. Although we're being nibbled. Oh, that really slowed us down, and Cat's getting away. We've got no slipstream. So next we are going to do the Caterham Superlights. Somebody's got speared off in the mirrors. We're going to do Caterham Superlights at Brands Hatch, but in the pouring down of rain. We want to check out the new wet tarmac, or wet track surface, I should say. Scottish Starfighter. McLeod and O'Donnell out. Oh! Did you hear that little tiny tyre squealing? Is the audio any better, by the way? Well, we need to stay in fourth, believe it or not, at the bottom of Cascades. Oh no! The most hideous braking I've ever done in my life. I've got to apologise now. Who did I take out? Was it Critical Mass or Video Gamer Guy? Audio seems fine, thank you. Very subtle tyre squeals. I like that. Close. Oh, Tech Addict, great driving. Somebody else has done the same as me on the previous lap. Oh, he's going down the inside. He means it. No! I did leave room. I swear I left room. Oh, don't you rotate on that rear axle. Recovery drive now. Sorry, Tech Addict, but there was no way I was moving back over to the racing line. You squeezed it down the inside, and the only way I could keep any kind of hope of attacking in the corner was keeping my line. Galax, I love it. These cars are quite good, you know. There's a subtlety to the handling, especially on these new tyres. I think these tyres have made the world of difference to this car. The exit of Knickerbrook over that curb just shook the whole rig. I need to change my wheelbase mounts because it's not strong enough anymore for this new wheelbase. Oh no, we're gone. I shouldn't have feathered the throttle. The nature of this particular beast. Right, what we've got left? Half the race. See if we can catch Video Gamer Guy back up by the time we get to the end of the race. Will not be easy. Who we got behind us? Johnny Dubs and Under the Thumb. Oh, they can give me some pressure. Going to be a bit of a lonely race for a little while now, unless I make a big mistake. What's the gap? 7.5 seconds, I think it was. .3. That's a lot of time to make up in 5 minutes. .2. We need to do better. Well done, Denny. Or Deanie. What was that? What's that gap? That was a fail. What happened? We're definitely closer to Video Gamer Guy, but I don't think we're going to catch him by the end. Although the split says that we're not closer. But visually we are. I don't know what's going on there. That's really weird. He was definitely most of the way through Knickerbrook on the last lap. And he'd only just entered it as we came over Hilltop just. Unless it was a back marker I saw. La 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 la. These are alright, you know. You just gotta have patience and learn them. People struggle a lot, and it was very difficult to avoid incidents. Yeah, you got to be careful with the balance of this car. It's very Porsche-like, but in a single-seater. Two spins because of skill issues. I've only had one so far. Great back marking again. Feed and Beans, hello. This car is the Formula V. But this is the Gen 2 model. And it's keeping up with the 2026 regs. And it's got new sticky track day tyres on it. And it's made a world of difference to this car. It's still quite a tricky car until you get used to it because of the rear weight characteristics, because it's based on an old VW Beetle running gear. So the front suspension you can see poking up next to the wheel is basically the front cross member from a VW Beetle, and the rear end has got the shock absorbers, but it's got a modern double wishbone set up on the rear. But the weight distribution of the car is quite interesting. So you get a very pendulous slide on the go if you're not careful. You have to change the way you drive it. Thank you, Crikes, for the update. Whereabouts in the world are you, Feed and Beans? I'm smack bang in the centre of the UK. Drop a pin and you'll land in my back garden. Video Gamer Guy has really settled into his rhythm. There's no catching him. He's actually opened up the gap. Indianapolis, wow. Have you been to the famous Indianapolis, or is that a stupid question? I'm allowed to ask stupid questions because I'm on YouTube. Mayor's had a mare. We've not got much time left. Mayor's had a bigger mare. This year was race number 50. Wow! I'm impressed and jealous all at the same time. Oh, well, we rescued that disaster. 6th place will do for me. Thumbs up for this car. Give it time, though. Have practice in it. And have probably a championship or a couple of rounds of a championship in this car with some of your regular mates that have had time to practice in this car. You'll have really good racing in it. But you need to pick club tracks. I know in the UK they race these here at Donington Park. I think I've seen them at Silverstone. Tyre pressures are too high. They probably are actually thinking about it because the car's really light. It's something that Caterhams and Westfields and the like suffer. Is finding tyres that are soft enough and sticky enough, and then finding the best tyre pressure for you. But honestly, go back and try the Gen 1 and then drive this back to back, and the difference is quite incredible. Crikes, they have changed the Caterhams. I don't know what they'll feel like, but we're about to find out. But it's going to be wet. We're going to have quite heavy rain with a wet start. 33.5, is that how? They should be nowhere near that. They should be in the 20s, or probably 19 at the lowest, I would imagine, for the weight of the car. What does it weigh? £1,200. I can't remember what the conversion is. That's only like 500 and something kilo, isn't it? Mine were 33.5. Yeah, I was doing well. How's the live stream looking and sounding, everybody? Is it alright? I thought I detected a little bit of stutter then. Right, we are going to a Brands Hatch because I want to see the puddle. I want to see the puddle forming at the bottom of Paddock Hill. We're in Caterhams. We'll do the long version because there's a couple of ups and downs. We're going to have a bit of moisture and a wet start in the Qualy, and we're going to have a lot of moisture and a wet start. I don't know whether to go for the other one because it's got headlights. The Super Sport hasn't, and no, we'll stick with this, and we'll change the time of day so it's a bit lighter. There we go. Job done. Decision made. It's why you're slower. The weight. It's the way. It's the reason I'm slower. Right, we're gonna have a quick BRB. Enjoy this. Enjoy it. You know what I mean. For the newbies, enjoy it. And now my BRB, but oh, there we go.
The day was tough, my mind was tight, stress creeping in, no end in sight. I need an escape, a place to unwind, launch AMS2, leave the world behind. Search for sim racers' arms where the calm begins. Mass relax world where the real fun spins. Feel the limit, ride the flow. Fair in duels, watch my pace grow. the chat, nothing to hide. Search for sim racers' arms where the calm begins. Maps relaxed world where the real fun spins. Feel the limit, ride the flow. Faring duels, watch my pace grow. My pace grow. Sayings fly, the chat's alive. Stress forgotten, I feel revived. A racing cure, adrenaline's grace. Each new lap, a sacred place. Search for sim racers' arms where the calm begins. Max relaxed world, where the real fun spins. Feel the limit, ride the flow. Fair into wills, watch my pace grow. Thursday comes, and so do I. Addicted to speed under the digital sky. Thanks, Matt, for the weekly flight. In your world, everything feels right. Thursday comes, and so do I. Addicted to speed under the digital sky. Thanks, Matt, for the weekly flight. In your world, everything feels right.
Out for his crowbar, cause he wants to win. Ready up, everybody, get yourself on the line. Ready up, everybody, cause it's about that time. Door to door in your randomized ride. Can't believe how high you qualified. All lined up in your spot on the grid. Not sure how you got there, but somehow you did. You put the pedal down when the lights go green. Closer to the front than you've ever been. And like the punters behind, T1 is coming fast. You stop thinking, dang, I should have started from last. Ready up, everybody, get yourself on the line. Ready up, everybody, cause it's about that time. 5 laps in, and you're keeping pace. Up the field, and into second place. Behind the leader, with not much.
Right, we need to mix those songs up for the BRB song. Hope you enjoyed them. Right, we're back. How is it out in the rain in the Caterhams, by the way? Am I on the right tyre? So that's the other thing. Yeah. Automatic buy weather, he should be alright. Right. No traction control, no ABS in these, especially if you're on a steering wheel and pedals. Oi, hello. Whoa, okay. Have we had any puddles forming yet? That little windshield is very good at deflecting the air, but it's rubbish for looking out of when it's wet. Please turn, please turn, please turn. Oh dear. Look how cold the tyres are. 27 degrees. What? We're definitely having a stormy weather in the race. Woohoo! Too much fun. Thank you for all the likes, everybody. Right, they've improved the amount of spray when you're following cars in the heavy rain. It's still quite bad, as you would expect, but they've somehow managed to make it so you can just about make out the cars a little bit more than before. Also, the way the water droplets come off the tyres has improved as well. So, and we should have, during the race, accumulation of water building up on the track like they used to have. It's probably been over 18 months since we've had puddles forming. So it'd be a really good test. What are we doing after this, everybody? Race number 6. Moving dangerously. Oh, there's puddle on the outside of the final corner. It's affecting turning. The aquaplaning used to be really good when they introduced it originally. About 3 years ago, I think, 4 years ago, that we had puddles and accumulation of water on the surface of the track. Rallying it, trying to find that extra bit of time. Oh, too much. Shallower line on the way in to miss the puddle. Hasn't gained us any time. Bit more respectable on the leaderboard line. Oh. The right time to fall off the track. Evil Noodle in second, only a little bit ahead of me. So much fun. Only saw one puddle. That was very far off the line. There's one on... The biggest one I saw was on the outside of the initial turning point for the final corner. But we've got storm conditions next, so in theory, by the end of the race in the storm, we should have a bigger accumulation. But I thought we'd see a bit more around this track. We can always do another wet one. Oh, you normally get a puddle on the inside of that one there. I think more time progression help a bit to create puddles. Yeah, I think yeah, there's the biggest one, just there. But the car feels really nice. The balance to it once you start flicking it around and feathering. Well, this was 10-minute session, and then the race is heavier rain and longer. So hopefully we get to see some of those accumulations of water on the track. So what did they say about the weather? Let me quickly scan through. Improved particle emission and evolution dynamics for dirt, tyre, dust, gravel, dust and grass dust. Added wheel arch particles for non-open wheeler cars. Increased dirt, dust, cloud particle density during wheel slippage. Added lingering dirt, dust particles, further improvement. Dirt, dust, cloud, particle emissions, improved tyre smoke emissions, dynamics, increased tyre smoke drag, increase the amount of friction required for slipping tyres to produce smoke and reduce lifetime of tyre smoke particles, which is something I mentioned a few weeks ago. Fixed water spray diffuser particles appearing too far from the diffuser, slightly reduced required wetness for water spray diffuser particles so that they show up under damp tank conditions again. Increase speed and humidity thresholds for condensed wingtip contrails to form. Improve grass, tyre, dust emissions and dynamics. There you go. We'll soon find out when there's 32 Caterhams thundering around Brands Hatch. Them tyre pressures are not far off what they're supposed to be, you know. Wow, we can't... The only thing we can improve is probably a bit of camber, so there's more tyre in contact. And maybe... maybe a bit of rebound, slow bump, softening, and that's about it really. Right, a minute to go everybody, keep an eye on the time. If you miss readying up you will be DQ'd. A bit more grip, yeah, I have tried it at Donington Park. It's definitely got a bit more grip and it handles, how can I explain? It's not as bad as the M1 Pro that we drove earlier, but there's a slight more of a snap to it. This suspension setup page makes me feel like I don't speak a single word of English. Keep an eye on the time, everybody. 25 seconds to go, 25 seconds to go. Don't forget that YouTube has a bit of a buffer, so if I shout 25 seconds, it's probably more like 15 seconds to go. Ready up, ready up, ready up, hamburger. No, not hamburger. Video gamer guy, ready up, ready up. Ready up, ready up, ready up, ready up. Never could drive in the rain. And it's my new profile pic. It probably looks okay, but on the game chat I can barely see what it is and the colours are too dark. So there was a time when you wouldn't have been able to see the leading cars through the spray. But the spray is still thick, but you can just about make out the leading cars. Whoa, aquaplane there. Definitely not the weather for a Caterham. Yeah, it's definitely better. And it's just as tricky. Oh, busy. Curbs feel very soft. Barely any detail in these curbs, unlike Hungaroring. Oh, white line issues. Was that the leader spinning off by the pit wall? I glanced up at chat and then realised that I'd moved up a place. Was that you, Crikes, going off? Oh, did you just spring in the air, did you, or something? Remind me to save the replay so I can have a look. Because oh, gee whiz. I had an issue, didn't I, in one of the races where I hit an invisible object. Crikes, we've altered the virus in the Matrix. The invisible objects to take you off the track. Just randomly. It won't happen every race. It's too suspicious. I'm making way too many mistakes. Evil noodles escaping. There's a puddle forming on the bottom of there, just there on the right. These weather tyres are far better than they used to be. Oh my life. Where's the lightning? It's supposed to be a thunderstorm. Can we have a look at the puddle at the bottom of... Oh, there's the lightning. Can we have a look at the puddle at the bottom of Paddock Hill if we can get a tight enough exit? I can't get round. There it is, just on the right. I want to keep a tighter line on the way out. Hammer time. Half the race to go. Seven-tenths up. We need a bit more. Wow, Evil Noodle's going even quicker. Oh. Living dangerously. Oh, big puddle there. More puddles forming. Probably could have catched the car, but it surprised me. Oh, hello. Don't reach out. Even when you think you're in a straight line in the wet, you may not be. That's cost me. We'll slip down. Oh no. Right, at the end of the race, we're going to try and aquaplane through that puddle at the bottom of Paddock Hill. Oh! Please turn. Not that much. Famous last words. I was trying the grip offline, off the driving line. I did it on purpose. I missed Gov. I'm not braking properly at the moment in some of these corners. Really having to concentrate. Uh-oh. They're all technical terms, you know. There's uh-oh, there's uh-oh, there's uh-oh. And they all mean something completely different, even though it sounds the same. Back markers. He's holding a 6-second gap, and there's not much I can do about it at the moment.
You can't park there, Dave.
Come on, Matt. You ever get the feeling that it's all going to go horribly wrong any minute now because you're pushing too hard? Did the back markers behave themselves? Looks like they might have. However, it's my turn and we're catching them in a really awkward place. No! Oh, we just brushed him. One off. Woo! Right, we need suggestions for the next race, everybody. What do you want to do? I don't mind doing another wet one. Race, that is. He's holding me. I managed to shave off a couple of tenths, but he was at, well, no, he was at 7 seconds in the lead earlier. He's at 5.6 now. Eva Wick, what do you think of the new tyres and content? overall, absolutely loving the new... Oh, what's he doing there? He can't park
You
there.
can't park there, Dave.
I mean, fair dues, he stayed on the brakes and waited for me to pass. Most people would panic in that situation and be desperate not to lose the lead. What was I going to say either week? New content, car-wise, fantastic. Hungaroring is lovely. I just so rusty on it. I'm out of practice. However, we had a bit of a weird time with the BMW M1 Pro on the new physics model. But anybody on a high Newton meter wheelbase and running custom force feedback, a massive loss of rear end feel compared to what it was before. However, a couple of people on the lower powered Mosers said it felt better. So there's something strange going on there, because we all kind of sang from the same song sheet in the last version of the BMW M1 Pro. Likewise, the modern Formula 1 car we did at Barcelona in race 1, and again that took a lot of laps to get used to the weird lack of detail in the rear axle. But the Formula V's on those new tyres are absolutely like miles better. It's made the world of difference. Through the puddle. Won it. I want to see if I can aquaplane. Yep, there's definitely a lack of grip there. Pink. You. Thank you. That mirrors my findings also. Yeah. So basically, the only person who thought the BMW M1 Pro was amazing was Craig's. Everybody else had a similar feeling. But these wet weather tyres are loads better in the Caterham. I don't know what the dry tyres are like. I mean, that behaved how you thought it might. There's a little bit of tightness missing from the centre of the force feedback in the Caterhams there. They've got no power steering. And even though they're quite light, they're still old school speed rack or a high ratio steering rack. But that feels lovely there. That drift. What we do next, gang? Shall we have a look at another car that's got the 1.7 physics? See if we can drive one of those somewhere. Critical Mass, glad you enjoyed it. Right, my thoughts on the wet weather build-up. It's not as good as it used to be. No, wrong words. It's not building up graphically as much as it used to, and aquaplaning as much as it used to. Maybe they'll introduce it a bit more, but I quite enjoyed that wet weather driving. Pocono Trial Oval. Need the 2008 F1. Gotta go, being fun. Thank you, Critical Mass. Right. I've also found that most of the wet weather replays look really good, but it's really hard to get a good screenshot of any wet weather. the spray interferes with the shot too much. And there's no getting around that, that's just the way it is. Right, the Formula V8. Is it this one? Or that one? Is it Gen 2 or Gen 3 video game ago? That's probably the era of the most aggressive winglets and everything. The Renault. Oh, which colour should I go for? Gen 2's. Okie doke. Where are we taking these? It's the Crashgate car. Iverwick, I do agree with the Ogonoski video that cars are way too stiff default-wise in AMS2. I think that M1 Pro car should be a lot softer too. Choose the PK Junior. Spa. Yeah, we can do Spa. We're not doing wet weather though, are we? Somebody's stolen Spa from me. There it is. Hang on, what's one of the other period tracks they've just brought in? Is it Imola 2005? Shall we try that? Try one of the new tracks. Let's give it a bit of airtime. Oh, hello. Got too many grid slots. Can't have it anyway. No, we can't have it. Historic one anyway, because we've got too many grid slots. So we'll do the Spa one. Right, let's get rid of the rain. We don't want any more of that malarkey, thank you very much. Doobie-doo. Make sure. Oh, that's ready to go. Spielberg. Spielberg 2001. That's oh yeah, we could do. Good shout. One of the new ones. Good shout. No, I'd like to give the new content a bit of a shakedown. Oh, there's a Monza 2005 as well. Too late now. Oh dear. There was the Red Bull version of this car at Silverstone on display. Bro, I weren't keen on the livery because it was like cream and tan. Very 70s colour on a very aggressive aero package. Didn't quite work for me. Race number 6, everybody. Who would have thunk it? Right, good luck everybody. Let's have a fun one. What's the time now? This may be the last one, I'm not sure yet. Don't forget, unfortunately, no live stream tomorrow and no live stream on Thursday and no Slipstream Championship on Friday either. Apologies everybody, I've had my week kind of rearranged for me. Well, kind of for me. Not totally for me, but it's hard to fit everything in that needs doing. Oh dear, it's funny how you say about softening it, because the first thing I do is, mainly with the anti-roll bar, is soften things. We got traction control as well, have we? It hurts my brain thinking of Formula 1 with traction control. Oh my word. Crikes, you don't think the East one had TC? Well, it's in the setup. Go into advanced setup, the last tab, and you'll see it's got traction control. It sounds amazing. Gorgeous view. Hang on a minute. Return to the pits. Edit setup, advanced, drivetrain, traction control. Traction control. Okay, let's... Doop-a-doop-a-doo. Doop-a-doo. Short answer is no, the Renault 28 did not have traction control. From 2008 onwards, all Formula 1 cars, including the R28, were required to run the standard FIA mandated SECU, SECU, which banned traction control completely. This is confirmed by the R28's use of the standard electronics unit, SECU, introduced that season with explicitly removed traction control functionality. Riser, what are you doing, man? Getting me in trouble. There you go. I actually prefer it with it off anyway, because Formula 1, like I said earlier, Formula 1 cars with traction control hurt my brain. Thank you, Advanced Internet. See? I didn't say I didn't believe you. I was just showing you what was in the game. And I have to believe what's in the game. Because I don't have time to look on the internet. Although I have time to look on the internet. It's off by default if you're set to authentic too. It looks like just an oversight, doesn't it? From when they did the R25 or something. Sounds incredible. Whoa, that curb grabs. Lovely mountains. Fires are just warming up nicely now. I like the fact there's no extra runoff. Makes you behave yourself a bit more. It's a screamer. Do we miss the days of me complaining about the tech issues that I've been having? Shall we bring them back? Oh my word, try braking at the right point, Matt. We were having a really good lap up until that point. Oops. We need to get around quick. I like this version of the track. I just like the fact that there's no massive curbs or massive runoff areas. Everything feels a little bit more at risk. Great car. Just the cockpit feels so wide compared to the modern stuff. Man! Might get round again. Right, come on now. Get a proper lap in. Just about enough time to get across the line for one more. A little bit slow on throttle. Guessing the non-Renault are faster? Probably, knowing my luck. Well, they've got traction control and ABS turned on. Why am I so slow? There we go. Oh. Recovered my embarrassment. How much quicker are they? I dare say we'll see in a minute. I'm enjoying this car. I'm not sure what I want to change, if anything. How far off Crikes are we? 1.5 seconds. So we are within the normal window. I think I'm on the same page as you guys by saying that you'd soften a lot of the stuff in AMS2. And I don't think it's tyre sidewall, I think it's suspension. And then in Assetto Corsa Evo Tomato, I would stiffen up the suspension slightly and the sidewalls just a touch. But it's not by a lot on the suspension side of things. Everything feels fairly close. But just a couple of percentage on a couple of the cars. But the tyres definitely need a bit of work in Assetto Corsa Evo Tomato on the detail front. Right, good luck everybody. I don't know what to do. I don't know whether to drop a bit of aero, front anti-roll bar maybe, rear anti-roll bar. It's about probably completely ruined everything now. I definitely wouldn't soften something like the what's the matter, Crikes? It's wet. What? No, I turned all of that off. How do you know it's wet? It's not putting us on wet tyres, is it? Good luck, have fun, RIP. Right, you all saw me turn all of that crap off. I did. It's soaked. I'm still going on slicks. Top of the screen. Top of the screen. Soaked. Oh yeah. I better change my tyres. Ready up, ready up, ready up. Oh, no, no, don't do that to me, not today. Short shifting the heck out of this thing. And I just took an aero out of it as well. The vibration when the wheels are slipping and it's almost got a grip. I definitely changed. There's something weird going on in the menu setups and stuff. Oh, go round the corner. Oh. These intermediates aren't bad, you know. Just this initial grip stage. Squeeze me coming through. Ah! I'm hoping a bit of a line starts to appear in a minute. Sun's out, guns out, and then hopefully these intermediates will start coming to us. I'm not sure what Scorpion is on. I can see a white line on his tyres. He's not on slicks, is he? Too much. Oh man, we were doing so well. We were gearing up for a dry line as well. Get off there. Threw it all away. Whoa, hello. Hello. Whoa, he's getting a handful now. Come on. Please stop. No, come on. Oh yeah, okay. We have definitely got aquaplaning back in AMS2, going over those puddles on the outside of that corner. Come on, track, come to me. No, no, no. Whoa, 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 what the heck? That's right, Butch, help yourself. I'm just, like, wallowing around. Probably a mistake, but we're in a position where we got nothing left to lose. Come on. Be interesting when we get across the line and release the hit limiter. Please stop. Of course that was going to happen. I predicted it. Wow. Okay. Maybe a bit early on the slicks. Although it feels alright now. Oh. I think we timed it just right. Concentrating. Oh, we're carving through the field now. Oh, Johnny Dubs behind, pulled the same pit. What time we got? Oh, Zabby's going slow. Hi, Zab. I'm sweating buckets here. 2 minutes. I'm not making the most of these tyres. No, don't do that. Oh no, Scorpion, I'm so sorry. I had a massive wobble on the way in. Woo! Oh, a minute left. Come on, Matt. Third place is there. What are these pair doing? This car, so good. Such a great job Riser have done with these two Renaults. Haven't tried the other cars in the classes yet, but if they're anything like these, come on now. I'm definitely not making the most of these tyres. I'm not braking at the right place for a few of these corners. Intermediates were the wrong choice. It would have been better to go full wets onto slicks. But once I had that incident, I was in a situation where it definitely wouldn't hurt coming in. Woo! Hello everybody. Fancy meeting you all here. One on the second last lap on used into which cost me the win. No, I thought you got it. I didn't even notice that you'd lost the win. Was you on Inters, were you, Crikes? You were doing really well on them. I swapped to the semi-slicks just in the nick of time. I probably came in about a lap too early, but they worked. You started on slicks. Yeah, but you didn't have to worry about a pit stop, did you? This car is so good. The R28, very good car. Ooh, enjoyed that one. What a great car. The R25 and I think the R28 is better. There's something about it. I think it's a bit more planned. Is it slightly wider track on the front and rear axles? Is it a bit more stable, is it? I like that version of the track where there's no runoff as well. I like it a lot. That was one of the most fun and immersive races I've had on this game. Like, excellent. That's what we like to hear. To be honest, I really like the changing conditions, but obviously in an open lobby, it can absolutely cause carnage. But no, that was a lot of fun. That was. Really enjoyed it. Going from dry quality to wet race and make it even more unknown. And the actual, yeah, you're learning all the time, aren't you? The intermediates I found really interesting. There were certain sections of the track, and it makes a lot of sense that the wets, people on wets were getting massive mechanical grip out the slow corners, and I was just losing out to them. But then, once you got over about 70 mile an hour, the intermediates gripped up and they were like flying. The car is good. Yeah, really enjoy it. Enjoyed all of that. Right, what's the time? It's 8:30. A little bit early again, I'm afraid, but I'm going to have to call it quits for today and the rest of this week. No more live streams for me this week, I'm afraid. Real life has got in the way. Just one of those things. I will put up, or try and put up, an extra couple of shorts this week. If you wouldn't mind clicking on those and giving them a like as you see them come through your feed, I'd really appreciate it. Scorpion, the game gave me a 10-second penalty for speeding in the pit. Got it coming out of my pit box. Rigged. Hashtag rigged. I found, Scorpion, that if you give it too much wheel spin sometimes... no, there's a scenario that happens where you get the speeding. I think I've done it in the past where I got too much wheel spin, come off and went back on the throttle, and it's momentarily pushed me past the speed limit. But you can put that one down, Scorpion, down to a Monaco incident. It wasn't the speed you was doing, it was the distance you travelled. The timers put the sensors in the wrong place, I think you'll find there. Right, you guys have been amazing again. I really enjoyed the new content. I think Riser have they've easily matched their standard of delivering an excellent track and excellent cars. I really can't wait for the Lister Storm. I think we're going to have a real hoot in those cars. Lister Storm, a Ferrari, and I'm hoping they're going to have at least 2 other cars. Fingers crossed. I wouldn't want them to just have the 2 cars. I hope they bring more. There's lots to like. There's a few little glitches that have snuck in there. If you see anything, please go onto the forum, forum.riserstudios.com, and report any issues in the correct channel there. It's down to us to keep this game free of some of these bugs. But yeah, absolutely thoroughly enjoyed today's racing. You guys have been amazing. You know what I'm going to say next, don't you? Take care of yourself so you can take care of those around you. And until the next time, let's be careful out there. Thank you for the conversation. I'm sorry it's only a 1-stream week this week. I do apologise. You guys are amazing. Thank you for all the conversation. Thank you for all the likes. If you haven't already, smash the like before you walk out the door. The bar, ladies and gentlemen, is now closed. And it's way past last order, so I don't know why I'm pressing that. You guys have been brilliant. Thank you. I'll hopefully catch some of you on Discord over the next couple of days, but I just can't fit in the live streams, I'm afraid. I'm so sorry, everybody. Right, you guys, awesome. Till the next time, bye.